This Izzet Prowess list boasts a 61% win rate on untapped.gg. We're going to put it to the test on the ladder in ranked. Let's go. Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena today, the #1 most popular deck is Izzet Prowess, at least according to the stats on untapped.gg. And this is the most winning deck list. So let's take a quick look at it. Even if you're familiar with this, maybe the ratios of cards will be a bit interesting. And then I promise you, we're going to jump into the gameplay and really put this deck to the test and see, is that 61% backed up in the current meta as it is today? Let's take a look. Okay. So what everybody's talking about, Cori-Steel Cutter. If you haven't seen this one, get familiar with it. It is taking over a lot of formats, standard included. It's the breakout card from Tarkir Dragonstorm. 2-mana artifact, gives it equip creature +1/+1, trample and haste. And we know how good trample has been in this standard thanks to Monstrous Rage. But in this case, it also has this flurry ability. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you make a 1/1 white monk creature token, and you can attach the Cori-Steel Cutter to that monk. So you can just be popping off a monk every turn with this deck. As you can see, we're all on the left side of the screen. A lot of 1-drops, makes it very easy to double spell with the Cori-Steel. Our main threats are the Prowess creatures, Monastery Swiftspear, Slickshot Show Off, and then the Prowess Otter that comes with Storm Chaser's talent. Of course, we're also getting Prowess Monks with the Cori-Steel Cutter. So really a great demonstration of how you can have non-creature spells that make creatures with Storm Chaser's talent and Cori-Steel Cutter. The only thing that stuck out to me about this list is we have 2 Spell Pierces, which are a little bit of a non-bow with Cori-Steel Cutter. Usually we just want to get some lands down and fire off 2 spells and not really hold up mana, but we'll see how that plays in the games. Otherwise, 4 ops, 4 sleight of hands, making it real easy to just go through the deck. 4 burst lightning, so you can go face, so you can clean up the little small creatures that are blocking. For the big creatures, we have a couple into the Flood Maws. I'm wondering if, as the meta goes on, there would need to be more of these as people start to fight back against this deck. 4 of stock up, so we're really never running out of action. We can't flood out because we'll just go and we'll stock up and we'll get more of these cards. That's basically the deck. A lot of 4 ofs, really just the Spell Pierce and the Into the Flood Maw split here. Lands are all 4 ofs, 4 islands, 4 mountains, and this is the most winning deck. It's just, you could say it's beautiful. It has a nice, beautiful symmetry to it. But let's see if it plays with that beautiful symmetry now.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Manadad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Okay, so stick around to the end because I will come back with the win rate, as I always do, of the deck, and we'll also talk about what worked and what didn't. We've got Cori-Steel in hand. We've got a bajillion hand-shaping spells. Let's start off with Sleight of Hand. Okay, well, we have our choice of land or land. We'll take land. This will only produce red at the moment, but that's okay. We don't need it to produce anything else. Opponent probably sick of seeing Cori-Steel Cutter. 18 Mummy! Okay, this could be Orzhov Pixie. With the Momentum Breaker, just making us discard a card. Tempted to just discard this land. Yeah, see, because we just draw a land, and fire off the opt. We need a threat on board other than the Cori-Steel. I think they're going to probably be removing that. Okay, Storm Chaser's talent is good. And pop them for 2. Floodmaw not great against the bounce decks, that's for sure. Spell Pierce could be good. Gotta get there, though. Interesting. Okay, so they're not... If they try to do something, nowhere to run. Okay, so we can Spell Pierce that. Luckily, they played it early enough. But we get our second spell. Make another Cori-Steel guy. And attack you for a bunch. Look at this board. And, oh, okay. Temporary Lockdown does do some serious damage. I wonder what happens if I bounce the Temporary Lockdown. I kind of don't want to do that till I've got them low enough. Do we think I can win? Take the action. Sleight of hand, that's fine. Because we'll get back our Cori-Steel. Well, they'll get back a Momentum Breaker, too. Archfiend of the Dross is not great. That's probably worth bouncing more than anything else. Let's see. Okay, we have to take a land. Let's just bounce that. Not need to give them a tapped fish. And smack you for 5. They're doing really well on lands. Possibly flooding out. Pixie, are they going to bounce the lockdown is the question. They are. Okay. Gives us back everything. We'll lose one of those guys because we're going to lose it anyway. Temporary lockdown. Okay. And this is going to get repetitive, but I think we can win, depending on what we draw here. If the Otters can bring it home. One Otter. Alright, so we need to get, like, opt into another spell. Burst Lightning. Not gonna do it. Alright, let's get back into the Floodmaw so we can do this all again. You know, one more mana and Burst Lightning wins going face. Hadn't considered that. Wonder if I was just supposed to get back, like, opt. Well, it's still multiple turns to win. Anyways, if we get a land off the top, it's not the end of the world. That's all I'm saying. They can just deal a damage to themselves with the Caves of Koilos. That would be great. To you? Doesn't look likely to happen. 18 Momi, are you there?
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Let's say they play the Archfiend. If we bounce the Archfiend and shoot their face for 2, then we'll have 2 Prowess guys. That should be lethal. They're thinking about the temporary lockdown, probably, is what they're thinking so hard about. Give them the rope.
You know what a hurry we're in!
Salty didn't like it much.
I don't know, suppose you could have split things up.
Salty?
Rub. Do it! Salty, I am only waiting around to kill you.
GG's. Okay. Playing some Izzet Prowess. Izzet Prowess. This is theoretically the best Izzet deck in Standard. But is it really? Put to the test. Spear. Attack. Next turn, I guess we'll Cori-Steel Cut. They're playing a tap land. Oh, okay, well, this changes the calculus slightly. We could Storm Chaser set up our hand. It would cost us a life. Set up our hand with the sleight of hand. I think that's fine, because this Cori-Steel Cutter is hasty. So, unless they have a board wipe. Make sure we have some spells in hand. And Spell Pierce. Bit of a non-mo. We're going to have to fire off the Monstrous Rage now at... well, we did have removal. Now we don't have a target for the Monstrous Rage, do we? Pyroclasm, that's the tech. If you want to beat this deck, run Pyroclasm. Love this card. I remember when it was printed in Ice Age. Okay, and there's some kind of... well, let's stock up and hope we find something we can play. We get 2 of them, so we can play Opt. I may wish we'd got Into the Flood. Another Cori-Steel. Let's Opt. Start making tokens. Yeah, let's keep Into the Flood while on top. Yeah. Didn't have to choose. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Encroaching Dragonstorm. Alright. I love opponent's deck. This reminds me of what I've been playing against in Limited with Tarkir. They're just ramping like the Dickens over here. A little frightening, but I guess we're in the clear for the Monstrous Rage, so... let's Let's make some more tokens. Hit you for 10. Could I if I into the Flood Maw? Oh, they go to 1. Guess we'll wait. Very tempting. Let's hope they cast, like, max out their mana and they cast some big spell and we can spell pierce it. That would be pretty hilarious. Another Pyroclasm is really going to hurt us. Maybe it was correct if I bounce the Dragon Storm. Taking 1, then they're just within bolt range. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, they must either have another piece of removal or that's what... I don't know why they didn't just play the dragon and gain 5 life. I guess they didn't have any white mana. We're happy. Okay, the average game is only supposed to last a little over 3 minutes. Or a little under 4 minutes. The fast deck, too, which is another reason it might be nice for ranking up. We got the bluff. I think we're supposed to fire off the opt. Could be wrong about that. Oh, this could be a mirror match. They're putting a slick shot. See, this is... I wonder if we're supposed to plot our slick shot too. This is... They're going to unload on us. Yep. Just going to get it down. Hopefully they're not going to unload with removal. If they do, that's damage that's not going face. They can make a very big slick shot this turn, and they're completely in the clear as we are tapped out. Nope, they had the burst lightning. Okay. Now we're kind of in trouble. Oh, they're only attacking for 3, though. That's pretty good. Let's stock up. Are they just going to spell pierce? Okay. Again, you see that problem with the spell pierce. Like, they wanted more aggro cards. They don't look. They're attacking for 1, and that is not great for them. Maybe I should have stock upped, and then I could spell pierce their spell pierce. They could pay for it. Pausing a lot. Maybe it's some kind of Izzet control. I'll just pass the turn. We'll hold up opt and another spell pierce. Keep them off their stock ups. That would be good. Storm Chaser's talent. We can't stop that. Not playing a land. First lightning. Let's opt. You can opt and then spell pierce the burst lightning. We got a slick shot on top. Let's keep that. That'll grow with prowess anyway. They'd have to do another spell just to kill the otter. Looks like they might do. Into the Flood Maw, okay. It's rough. We're going to take 7. Where's our interaction? Drawing lands. Dang. Down to 2 cards. Attempt to stock up. Okay, we got a Cori-Steel. That again is not interaction though. And we might just be toast here, depending on what they've got. Monstrous Rage, I think that might be it. Let's see. 5 plus, yeah. Okay. Rough draw. It's a 2-land hand. We got the cutter, though. Let's go for it. We're mono red for right now. We'll hold back the Burst Lightning if they give us a target. And it's another black deck. Okay, well, at least we can have blue. Let's play the cutter now. In case they have discard. Okay, blue-black. Interesting. Counterspell? It is a counterspell. Okay, well, we'll just go face with this so we can at least get the Prowess Monk online. The Grixis Dragons. Pop a Surveil land. Fine with that. And let's do a stock up. Find another Cori-Steel. I mean, potentially the Cori-Steels are pretty good. We're not going to play that this turn, though. We don't need a land. We'll just do a Storm Chaser's talent. Just keep taking it to Value Town. Triggers on the stack. Opponent. Not interacting. Aha. Go for the throat. Okay. Well, that was a tempo loss for them. They did save themselves 3 damage. But we've already made multiple creatures with that Cori-Steel. That we spent 2 mana on. So their 2 mana removal is well below tempo. You never thought you'd see Go for the Throat be a bad card, but here we are. I still feel that the fact that they have instant speed removal makes me feel a little nervous with the Monstrous Rage here. I'm glad if we... Okay, they got the Dragon board wipe, but that's okay. Now they're tapped out. Let's Cori-Steel. Flickshot won't get to benefit from the Cori-Steel, but we'll make 2 more new creatures. And we'll attack for 5. This shows you how resilient the Cori-Steels are to board wipes. And I guess why this version of the deck is doing so well, right? The stock ups and the... They're just dragon board wiping every turn. Let's go get what? I guess Slick Shot and how many more board wipes can they possibly have, right? You wonder, but it's a for 4. Oh, 4 cards in hand. Whew, okay. Finally got through. Okay, so how do we do? 80% win rate, 100% of the plays, 0% on the draw. So we weren't on the draw, so not super representative. I think it's probably closer to that 61% win rate that you saw. It was like 100 or 200 matches. I don't remember how many it was, but I think if you played over a long amount of time, you'd probably get that. But a 61% win rate is fantastic. I mean, the pros are happy with that. So I'm happy with 80% win rate here in Izzet. Really not a lot to say. I think you could probably trim down 1 stock up and maybe try to get a little bit more 1 mana spells. Had a little bit of problem turning on the River Pyre Verge. I feel like maybe you should have more islands, like 6 islands, 2 mountains, maybe. This is one place I would look at improving. Spell Pierce, it just depends on the meta. Might not need that. Into the Flood Mob might need more of those. That's the question. I think you could maybe even trim down a few lands because this deck performs pretty well with just 2 lands, as we saw. So that's about my thoughts. Not a lot to say. This has been Manadad, making the screen come back, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.